everybody, this video is going to show you how to create a works cited entry for a website that does have an author. So I am at the Excelsior Online Writing Lab and I am on the right hand or on the left hand side, under citation and documentation. We're under MLA style. Under that, MLA works cited, and then we are under web page. So it tells you over on the right hand side that we want to look for the author first and title, then the title of the container, and that would be like who published or hosted the information, any other contributors, versions, volumes. This is one of those, a general website that does have an author. We'll cover what do we do if it doesn't have an author somewhere else. So I've pulled up just an example of this particular article. So you can see usually the host or publisher title of container, what you want is usually in the top right. So you can see this is the Today Show. And it's also the very first part of your URL. So it's www dot, and then usually whatever comes right after that dot, after the W's, is usually what comes right after your article title. So there is our title up here. Here is our author. Here is our date. And so here's our URL. Okay, so those are the pieces that we want when we are filling in the works cited entry for a website. So we're going to start with an author. So here we would do last name, comma, first name, period. So it'd be Hanson, comma, Kate, period. Then you would do the title of the website in quotation marks. So that is the actual article title. So you put quotation marks, let the kids sleep, California becomes first state to mandate later school starts, put your period, and then close your closing quotation mark. The title here is not given title casing. On your works cited entry though, you do need to give it title casing. So you will have to go in here and capitalize your content words. So the is not a content word and it's not the first or last word, so it does not get capitalized. But kids sleep should. California is already capitalized because it's a proper noun and because it comes after the colon. Becomes first state should be capitalized. To is not because it has less than 3 letters. Mandate later school starts. Those all get capital letters. After the title, with your period and closing quotation mark, is the title of the container, or you could call it the publisher, because there are no translators, there's no editor, there's no volume or issue number, so we would go directly to who is hosting this information. That would be Today. And because that is the title of a television show, I would put that in italics. Other examples of things that would be in italics would be like Forbes or The Atlantic, New York Times, because those are newspaper titles or magazine titles. Those things get italics. If it was a group of people, like if it was WebMD or National Institutes of Health or Mayo Clinic, the Centers for Disease Control, something like that, groups of people do not get capital letters, but TV shows, newspapers, and magazines, they don't get italics, but newspapers, television shows, those kinds of things, they do get italics. So Today would get italics. Then after that, I would need the publication date. So I put a comma after Today. I would find the date. There it is. It says August 18th, 2022, but we can't write it like that. We would have to do 18, Aug period, 2022, comma. And then the final thing for a web page is the location. Location would be a URL. So you want to pull this from up here and copy and paste into your paper. But one of the things that MLA says is that if you are providing hyperlinks, so the blue underlined, if your instructor wants that, then you need to just copy and paste. However, if you do not use the hyperlink, so like my students don't use that, so you delete the HTTP and the colon // and you just start with whatever came next. And then you would put a period at the end. So if I was going to type that out, I would only grab from Today to the end, and I would put that in there. So if you want to see what that would look like, this is something that you can use as a model. So it's got the author, title, host, publisher, date, and then the URL. So that's what that would look like. You can use that as a model, and I hope it helps. Good luck on your project, and have a great day.